Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Payneys Comics, where today I'll be showing you all the comics I think you should be looking into for the month of November in 2016. If you're watching this past November 2016, you're a bit fucking late. Okay, so in Action Comics issue 967, I believe we have the first appearance of a new character called Godslayer. Looking at the solicitation, it says that he's mysterious, so I'm assuming that means he's new. I couldn't find anything about him on the DC Wiki, so I'm assuming this is his first appearance, but it could be his cameo, as it talks about him again in issue number 968. So you may want to pick up both, or just get the first one and then see. I've ordered issue 967. I'm going to hold off just a little bit longer before I order 968, just because I don't want to waste the money. It's only $3, but you know, could buy you something else. Next up we have Mother Panic issue number 1, and this is basically from the new Youngbloods line, or whatever that's called, and it's going to be a new vigilante rolling around in Gotham. You never know with vigilantes, Gotham, Batman, all those stories, they tie all these characters in together, so I think this would be a good one to get. Green Lanterns issue number 10. This is the one with Jessica and Baz, not the Hal Jordan one. And as you can see here in the last line of the solicitation, unexpected new foe, question mark. I fucking hate it when there's question marks. They just go out and say it, but they never do. So I'm going to pick this one up anyway. And there's also a very nice cover. I'm really digging this cover. Next up, Suicide Squad number 6. There's nothing in here that's like first appearance or anything, I believe, but I do really like this cover by Jim Lee. Also, Teen Titans number 2 has a cool looking cover. So does Trinity issue number 3. So you check them out if you want. On to Image Comics. This is going to be the big book for the month of November, in my opinion. AD, After Death, book 1, written by Scott Schneider, artwork by Jeff Lemire. Fantastic fucking team right there. It is $6, but it is a thick issue. It's part 1 of 3, I believe, and they're all pristine format books. You're not going to have it those shitty splits that you get on those bigger books. It's going to be nice, pristine format like the DC Rebirth reprints. Honestly, I don't think I have to sell you anything more than Scott Snyder, Jeff Lemire, but if you want to have a look at the blurb at the bottom, just pause the video. Frontier issue number 1, written and drawn by Jonathan Hickman. Jonathan Hickman's writing's really good in my opinion. Not so sure about his art, but we'll see in this issue. And he's basically sold Frontier number 1 as a depressing Star Trek. Fucking love Star Trek. The fact that it's going to be super depressing sounds really interesting to me. I'm definitely picking this up. Bit annoyed of the cover price, but it is a slightly thicker book as well. Chew issue 60. It's the last issue of Chew, double-sized, trifold cover. Sounds really good to me. Last issues are normally lower print runs and harder to get. I'm sure a lot of people will probably buy this one just because it's the last issue, because that's what I'm doing. No Angels issue number 1. This is from Black Mask, and it's actually co-written Angela Palacky. Sorry if I fucked up your name, love. You probably know her from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She plays Mockingbird, aka Bobby Moore. It sounds like a really interesting story to me. Here is the solicitation if you want to read it. Next up, we have a book that I'm pretty sure that Marky316 would like. It's Lady Death Zodiac issue number 1. As you can see, there is a regular cover, a normal variant, a foil premium edition variant, and a nudity edition. Apparently, from what I understand, there's nudity throughout this particular issue, but not the rest of them. And all the covers are by Nei Rufino. I'm really happy about that. I didn't quite fork out for the premium foil edition. Just feels a little bit too much for me to justify. Next up, we have a seriously independent book here. Don't know anything about the story, didn't bother reading it. I just want to show you the beautiful cover by Dawn McTeague. Southern Nightgown issue number 2. I'm not sure if I saw the issue 1 cover and decided not to get it or what, but this cover again by Dormity, is absolutely beautiful. Definitely a pre-order in my opinion, especially with these more independent companies. Definitely one that you're going to want to pre-order. And same company as well, beautiful Sabine Rich cover. I really like this. I think the colours are fantastic, and this is Theory of Magic issue number 1. Alright, now depending on your political opinion, you may want to pick this up. I'm pretty sure this is Hillary Clinton's first appearance in comics ever. I don't know, you may want to buy it to take a shit in it if you're a Trump fan, or you may want it to support Hillary's campaign. I have no idea. This doesn't interest me, but I thought some of you Americans might be interested in that. Or not, let me know. Next up from Valiant, Harbinger Renegades issue number 1. There's a couple variants for this. I'm not sure why the CGC replica is a 9.2. Surely you'd want it to be a 9.8. It's just my opinion. Valiant are pushing this to be the main book of their line, such as Marvel are doing with Champions at the moment. It sounds a really interesting story as well, so you might want to check that out. This one is a story you'll definitely want to get. Savage by Valiant Comics. Basically, I'll give you the short story. Basically, 15 years ago, David and Victoria Beckham crash landed in the Savage Land, and then they had a kid, and he grew up, and he basically became Kazar. But obviously in this he's, as you can see from the cover, he's just a little kid still. But he looks fucking immense. I've shown off the art for this on some of the pre-solicitation pages on the Comic Book Fanatics Facebook page quite a while ago, so you probably won't be able to find them. But yeah, it seems fucking awesome to me. I'll give you a quick second to read the blurb. And on to Marvel. Alright, so this is Ultimates 2, issue number 1. Basically, it's the first appearance of a new Herald of Galactus, and they are called the Lifebringer. Everyone loves the old Heralds of Galactus. I think this one's going to be a pretty good one to get. And also something about this Cosmic Jailer. Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, issue number 1. Basically, Mary Jane and their kid all have spider powers now. I think that would be pretty interesting. Probably the first time they've all had spider powers. Next up, Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, issue number 2. There's a new appearance in this, and it is of a new Ghost Rider from the 1800s. I know Marvel pushing Ghost Rider out at the moment. The all new Ghost Rider is going to be in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, and he's getting his own comic. So another new Ghost Rider may be important. And speaking of Ghost Rider, there will also be a baby variant for Ghost Rider number 1, and also the Invincible Iron Man, which is the new book with Riri Williams. Alright, that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you think this information was helpful, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you already haven't done so. Let me know if there's any books that you think people should be looking out for that I haven't talked about in the comment section below. Alright, that's all for this video. Peace out.